So the first round of the 24 Six Nations is done and dusted. And once again, what a weekend of rugby it was. Started off with France-Ireland, 38-17. Would you say this was an upset? I probably think so. That both teams had players that weren't playing, Dupont, Sexton, to say the notable ones. But Ireland pretty much dominated the whole game. Then Italy-England, really close game in the end, to be fair. 24-27. Obviously got a try right at the end, Italy. But not looking too great from England. Italy showed some good attacking rugby, but didn't back it up, which they've struggled to do, well, in pretty much all the Six Nations. And then, I guess, probably the best game of the weekend. Wales-Scotland, a tale of two halves to say the least. Scotland dominated, 27 points in the first half, then Wales just couldn't do it, 26 points. To be honest, I thought they were going to go on to win that game. They didn't, so Scotland are still on for a Grand Slam. Who knows? This video is coming out a bit late, apologies about that. For the rest of the rounds, this video will be coming out on probably Monday night. So, as always, subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on to not miss a video. So, very annoyingly, probably for my OCD, I finished on 399 points, just outside that 400 mark. As you can see, my team here right now, not bad start, to be honest. Good captain choice, but they definitely have changed the points system around, which is why the back row seem to have got a pretty decent bulk of points, whereas like Peno scored a try, didn't get overly too many points. But something cool they have added into the game this year is this sort of like roundup per position. So you can access this, I'm looking on desktop at the moment, but you can access this down the bottom left. It also does come up on mobile as well. So it's really useful for, I guess, dissecting each player and their points. So first off, the front row. As you can see, Pierre Showman was, well, pretty much the standout here. Beat two defenders, which is pretty good for a prop, but also made good tackles and, yeah, also scored a try, right, which obviously racked his points right up. I'd probably say the most disappointing thing for me this round was Peter Mavaka. Only 8 points for France, which wasn't ideal. 8 tackles as well, which I guess wasn't too great, especially seeing as though Ireland had most of the ball. Also came off pretty early as well. So yeah, not a great pick. But then Andrew Porter, I guess 8 points. He did come off for HIA as well. I'm not too disappointed with this, but obviously we know what he can do with ball in hand as well. In the second row, again, I was pretty happy with this, really. Joe McCarthy obviously got man of the match, 33 points. Should have obviously picked Tyke Byrne in theory. Him and Joe McCarthy as a pairing this weekend was the top in second row. So anyone who picked those two, kudos to you. But Ollie Chesham, I was happy with him, 17 points. Didn't do anything overly great. Obviously made a line-out steal and some good meters made, but overall, I'm happy with 17 points from a second row. Then in the back row, a lot of my points did come from here. So 24, 20 and 31 points from Earl Doris and Aldry. Earl did pretty well, to be fair. Not a huge amount of points here. He obviously could have got a try, maybe some more carries as well. But he did make 72 metres. So that's really decent from him. Again, Caelan Doris coming off the back of a win. He did get an assist, which did boost his points up. If he didn't get that, then, well, obviously his points wouldn't be as much, so I'd be scratching my head a little bit there. However, Aldry, consistent as always, just tackles for fun. I think 16 tackles, but also so many carries as well. Finn Russell lit the Six Nations alight again, 47 points, 2 assists and a 50-22, which, yeah, skyrocketed his points there. I think he's probably a must-have going forward. Maybe in that Ireland game, maybe not, because of their defence just being so good, but I think Finn Russell is the man to go for, especially for fly half. And Alex Mitchell did get a try, which, again, did boost his points quite a bit. It was a pretty decent try as well, sniped from the base. So again, I would look at Mitchell as a pretty decent option, especially against Wales this week. Another disappointing player for me this week was Fraser Dingwall. So only 9 points. In theory, probably should have not picked him. I probably got a little bit excited about that new look England team. It was between him and Tommy Freeman, and obviously Tommy Freeman racked up about, I think it was 27 or 30 odd points, which was really decent. But to be honest, Dingwall didn't really do much in the game. Made a few tackles and carried here and there, but I would look elsewhere going forward. But Bundy Aki, on the other hand, did get an assist again to Ireland's 5 tries. I think he's a must-have. Really crucial to Ireland's play, and I think he'll play all minutes of this Six Nations. So definitely Aki for me. And then finally, the back three. So we all know Duhan van der Merwe scored a shed load of points. He was my captain, so took that up to 76. Was really happy with that and the captain pick. Didn't do too much outside of, well, when he got the ball and his 2 tries, which I guess you can't complain, he scored 2 tries, but I would like to see him on the ball a little bit more. However, Damien Penaud and Ramos, was really happy Penaud picked up a try, but then looking at his points, wasn't too great actually. Maybe because both of them, their defenders beaten was quite minimal, both below 5. And obviously they lost, which didn't help their cause. But I guess a little sceptical to the point system and picking these guys moving forward. Because I could have picked a Freeman and got 30 odd points, which was a cheap, although he's playing Italy, seemed like a better pick. Looking outside of players that I didn't pick, well, we've got Cyril Bai and Dan Sheehan, who, yeah, were decent picks. Dan Sheehan definitely was a must pick, especially instead of Malvaka. Tyke Byrne, 44 points, absolutely smashed it. And then on the back row, I didn't have anyone here. Ethan Roots, really decent pick again, cheap as well. But Wainwright absolutely smashed it. But to be fair, who would have seen that when it was half-time against Wales, Scotland? Not many people. I got Mitchell and Russell, which was great, and also Aki. But then in the back three, got van der Merwe, but Ioane and Dyer, both on losing sides actually, scored pretty decently, which is definitely something to take into next week. If you did like today's video and the review format, then please give it a like, but also let me know how you guys did down in the comments. There'll be a team selection video out on Friday, so turn notifications on to not miss out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.